Allied engineers blew up the bridges the Germans had hoped to capture. Slightly more successful were the teams sent in to create confusion. North of Malmedy, the entire US 16th Infantry Regiment was dispatched in the wrong direction. A rumor that Eisenhower was the target of an SS hit squad had the Supreme Allied Commander confined to his headquarters. A look-alike was sent out as a decoy, but confusion and suspicion reigned among the American troops. Checkpoints were set up at which Americans were questioned about baseball teams or Hollywood stars. Even three-star generals did not escape the rigorous checks. General Bruce Clark was arrested because he mistakenly placed the Chicago Cubs baseball team in the American League instead of the National League. In another incident, a group of relaxed American soldiers approached a checkpoint. The guards asked where they were from. The troops replied from a nearby US cavalry company. Immediately, the guards opened fire. The guards later explained the summary execution. The US cavalry only ever referred to their units as troops, not companies. That was the giveaway. By January 1945, Hitler's Ardennes offensive was over. Skorzeny's operation had failed, and most of his agents had been captured. No mercy was shown to the Germans dressed as Americans. They were led before firing squads and executed. In the final months of the war, Skorzeny organized guerrilla groups throughout Germany. Many were just children, still willing to kill and die for their Führer. Undercover agents functioned deep behind Allied lines. Some of them remained active, organizing local resistance against the Soviets well into the 1950s. On the 10th of April 1945, Skorzeny saw Hitler in Berlin for the last time. The Führer asked him to create a final Nazi redoubt in the Bavarian Alps, loaded with weapons and supplies to hold out for years to come. But by then, the situation was hopeless, and Skorzeny gave himself up to the Allies, who were convinced he had flown Hitler out of Berlin to some secret destination. But Skorzeny denied this under intense interrogation and was imprisoned to await trial. In July 1948, he escaped from an Allied prison camp in Darmstadt and went on the run. He re-emerged in fascist Spain under the protection of Franco, where he worked as a businessman until his death in Madrid in 1975. His funeral was an opportunity for old war veterans to gather and pay their final respects to this most remarkable commander of special forces. Many of them remained loyal to the Nazi regime. The courage of many of Hitler's special forces cannot be denied. Their secret operations were the equal in skill and daring of any undertaken by their opponents.